It's time for a flooring upgrade in here. Let's pull up this LVP and transform this into a cozy space with carpet squares. This is a quick, easy, DIY friendly project. We'll be adhering the carpet squares directly to this existing concrete, but don't worry if your floors are not perfect. Carpet squares are very forgiving, even on rough surfaces. Using rubber-backed carpet squares, they're perfect for concrete because they add cushioning, help insulate against cold floors, and there's no extra underlayment needed. First things first, clean that floor. Dirt and dust don't mix well with adhesives, so sweep, vacuum, and wipe it down. Using double-sided carpet tape to adhere these down, a clean surface is going to ensure a smooth stick. The carpet squares we're using do not have a pattern, so we're going to start in this corner along the back wall. For this first row, lay the line of double-sided tape, firmly pressing and ensuring it is adhering to the concrete. It should be placed near the edge of where the carpet square will be, while making sure it will be fully covered once the square is set. The second line of tape will sit between the seams of where the carpet squares will meet. See how the tape runs along the seam between both tiles? Don't pull the top layer of the tape off until you're ready to set your squares, as this will keep it free of dirt and debris. And now you're ready to cruise. Align the carpet square, set it in place, and press firmly to adhere to the carpet tape. When setting the next tile, make sure that the seams line up and they are snug together. No gaps between squares. Continue on square by square, take your time, and finish out the row. Moving on to row 2, the carpet tape will sit between the seams on both edges. Continuing on with placing and pressing down the row. No glue, no mess, just line up those edges and keep it tight. Continue on row by row, and soon you'll have a seamless, comfy new floor. The last row, similar to the first, the line of tape will sit completely underneath the carpet square, not along the seam. But what happens at the edge, or if you need to carpet around something like a post? Not a problem. Measure out the cuts, turn the carpet square upside down, and trace it out with a pencil. Using a straight edge, score it first, and then cut all the way through. A clean, sharp blade is helpful for clean cuts. Take your time and don't stress if the edges are not perfect. Trim or baseboard will cover any small gaps. And look at that perfect fit. And just like that, new floors in under 3 hours. Budget conscious, stylish, and totally DIY friendly. Once the trim is in place, everything looks polished and professional. One of the best things about carpet squares is that they're easy to maintain. Just vacuum like normal. And if you spill something, no worries. If one gets stained or damaged, you can just swap it out instead of replacing the whole floor. And there we went from this cold, concrete, rough floor to this beautiful, cozy haven, adding warmth and comfort to this space.
The carpet in my office needed to be replaced, but it just wasn't in the budget. But torn and crumpled paper was, and having my puppy help me was totally fun. Mixing equal parts of glue and water, I made the paste for the floor. Using a wide paintbrush, I applied the glue to the floor, making sure I got underneath the baseboards. Then I laid down the paper and brushed the glue on top. I continued to apply the glue to the floor, then the torn paper, and then more glue over top of the torn paper. I switched out my brush for a foam roller to cover larger areas, but I kept the brush to use underneath the baseboard. After the glue dried, I applied stain to the floor using a foam roller. After the stain dried, I applied coat after coat of polyurethane. Using a lamb's wool applicator made this process so easy. I really love this floor, can you tell? I hope this inspires you to tackle this very easy project. To get step-by-step instructions and a full list of materials, go to www.hometalk.com.
Start by sweeping up your debris. Place a paper towel next to the debris, squirt it with some water, sweep the debris onto the paper towel, and then wipe the debris up with the paper towel. If you are using a dustpan or a broom pan, squirt it with a little water, sweep the debris into the pan, and it will help it stick to the pan. For those hard to reach places, place some rubber gloves onto your hand, squirt it with some water, and use your hand to wipe up the debris. It cleans it right up. For a Swiffer hack, purchase a dollar store Swiffer, place a dollar store fuzzy sock onto the Swiffer mop, and you can use this to sweep up your floors. The great thing about this is you can wash and reuse again and again. Another alternative is to squirt it with some water and use it as a reusable mop. This works great on laminate floors, wood floors, and tile floors. See the dirt? Now all I have to do is wash and reuse. For cleaning tile floors, start by placing 1 part of vinegar into a bucket. Place a pool noodle onto your faucet hose and the other end into your bucket. Fill the bucket with water, 9 parts water. Dip a deck brush into the mixture and scrub your tile floors. This will clean all the pores and the grout. Then, with a mop, give your floor a warm water rinse. You can wash the mops afterwards and reuse them. If your vacuum cleaner is starting to smell a little stinky, this is an easy hack. Throw some baking soda inside either the bag or the vacuum cleaner itself. This will deodorize the vacuum cleaner and keep your air smelling fresh. To clean your grout, place your soft scrub into the grout. Use a toothbrush to scrub it into the grout and let it stand for about 10 minutes. Wipe it up with a clean, damp rag.